Easter is upon us, and you know it's all about chocolate and bunny rabbits, right? But Christians like me, we'll tell you different. When the first Easter happened, it was actually at the Jewish time of Passover. It was filled with everything a Hollywood blockbuster story has: friendship and envy, betrayal, love, and the possible return of the hero when all was lost. For me, Easter is more than a Facebook feed or a historian's records or a biblical account. It's remembering a collision of all our trouble and turmoil, our mistakes and misgivings resolved by God in one fell swoop. Easter gave us the real deal. Before Jesus arrived on the scene, God had outlined how he was going to resolve the differences our sin made between him and us by sending the Messiah, from the Hebrew word Mashiach, which means anointed one or chosen one. Imagine the ultimate superhero who saves everyone for all time and sorts out our sin that's getting in the way between us and God. Easter completed God's checklist. God made us, so he's the one who made us skeptical of people, including when the Messiah really is the Messiah. We can't just have any ordinary Joe proclaim he's the Messiah and mess with people's lives, right? That's why God provided requirements and specifications to be met by a Messiah candidate, so we could know we weren't being duped. I believe Jesus fulfilled those biblical requirements and prophecies, meeting the measurement of Messiah. Easter eggs and bunny rabbits? So what's that got to do with the chocolate eggs and bunny rabbits that fill our modern world at Easter? Nothing. Oh, okay, maybe not nothing. Before you throw away that chocolate egg that you've got in your hand, hang in with me for a second. Easter remembers the death and coming back to life again by Jesus. It really is the huge, miraculous, only God could do it event that Christianity hangs on, and it forms the central events of my Christian faith. As with all things human, there were debates about the best way and best time to celebrate God's Easter fix for the world, because back in the day it occurred on the Jewish Passover. This caused a calendar complication going forward because Passover can fall on any day of the week. Christians realised they needed it locked and loaded on a Sunday, so it got fixed on the first Sunday following the full moon after the vernal equinox, which is the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. This also aligned to the pagan spring festivals, which celebrate fertility, life, death, and rebirth. In the end, the Easter Bunny and chocolate Easter eggs have nothing to do with Jesus directly. There is nothing in the Bible or Christian tradition that links the two together. But the pagan associations that eggs and rabbits have with life, death, and rebirth remain close enough to what happened at Easter when Jesus conquered death and came back to life for the Easter link. So celebrate with me by grabbing a chocolate Easter egg, unless you're still holding that one from earlier on, and reflect how these delectable delicacies, and this time to celebrate God's Easter fix for the world, remind us of death, new life, and deliverance. The second chance we've all been given through Jesus' death and resurrection to get back together with God and wipe out the barriers of separation that were between us. It's fair to say Easter once saved the world, once and for all time. Chew on that and leave a comment below.